Hi there viewers, and welcome to our first program for grade 10 and 11 agricultural science learners. Today we will learn about something that is important to every farmer and gardener in Namibia, namely irrigation and its effects on plant growth. At the end of today's lesson, you should be able to define irrigation, describe methods of irrigation applicable in Namibia, namely flood irrigation, furrow irrigation, sprinkler irrigation, and drip irrigation. Explain the need for irrigation and its effect on crop yield and quality. You can already see an irrigation system running here behind me, and you can see how green the grass is. This is but one method of irrigation, and we will learn about a few more in just a while. Before I start with the different methods of irrigation, I just want to make sure that you all understand what irrigation means. Irrigation is the artificial application of water. It is not natural. Rain is natural. It is something done by a person. Now that we have established what irrigation is, let us look at different methods of irrigation. The first method of irrigation we will look at is flood irrigation. For this method of irrigation, your land needs to be absolutely level with a slight slope. It is expensive to level land. There is another type of flood irrigation, namely furrow irrigation. For furrow irrigation to work properly, the land also needs to be level with a gentle slope. And as you know, this is expensive to achieve. The water runs in furrows between the plants. Let us have a look at sprinkler irrigation. You have seen a type of sprinkler irrigation also on the lawn when we met at the beginning of the lesson. Water is pumped from a water source through pipes out through sprinklers. The water falls like rain. Sprinkle irrigation can be used in different situations, from small areas to very large fields. The size of the nozzle of the sprinklers just differs. So, viewers, you can see that there are a lot of irrigation systems that a farmer can choose from, depending on what he wants to irrigate and the size of the field. We will look at one more method of irrigation. This one is the best to use if there is not a lot of water available. For drip irrigation, water is also pumped from a water source through pipes, and it then drips to the ground through small holes in the pipe. This method wastes very little water as the water drips where it is needed, near the roots. We have now discussed the different irrigation systems, but let us look at why irrigation is necessary. In a dry country such as Namibia, irrigation is very important. During the dry seasons, crops will continue to grow if you irrigate them. Sometimes there are long periods of no rain, even in the rainy seasons, and irrigation will help plants during that time. Crops that receive water regularly have a better quality. The yield of crops that receive enough water will be better. Let us have a look at what we learned about irrigation today. Irrigation is the artificial application of water. Irrigation is needed to enable crops to grow during dry seasons. Help crops during dry times within the rainy season. Improve quality of crops. Improve crop yield. Irrigation systems. Flood, furrow, sprinkler, drip. Viewers, before I sign off, I would like to ask you a few questions to think about. Question number 1. Explain what is meant by irrigation. Question number 2. State why irrigation is important. Question number 3. Discuss the advantages of drip irrigation. Viewers, that was program 1 for our grade 10 and 11 on agricultural science that had to deal with irrigation. I hope you learned a lot, and I'll see you in program 2.